Hello, welcome to ConLink. My name is Gregory Parks, and we have our next guest. Our next guest is an artist and an animator whose resume includes such works as Iron Giant, Matrix Revolutions, and countless others. Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2. I am talking about Vincent Truitner. What is a topic that you absolutely can't stop talking about, that if somebody starts you on it, you're like, oh, let me tell you, how long do you have? What is your favorite, what topic is like that for you?
There's a bunch of those because I have so many interests. Like, I asked my wife how to answer this question, and she said, Halloween. But you're always talking about Halloween. Doesn't matter what time of year. Every time, like, we could be doing anything, you bring up Halloween. You know, it's my favorite holiday. It's like, formed, creativity since I was could barely walk. And yeah, I'll always talk about Halloween. My favorite holiday. So it's like, we'll just take a walk through the neighborhood. She'll say, okay, I'll point out every house. You can make a great Halloween house. Yeah. So I'm obsessed with Halloween. That's what my wife. But there's a lot of other things we can talk about too. Star Wars, another big one. Transformers, Buffy the Vampire. There's a lot. But the short answer is Halloween.
Sorry about that. So speaking of Transformers, then so you grew up as a Transformers enthusiast?
I did, yeah.
And so then, again, being able to work on one of the Transformers movies, how was that? How would you describe that a little bit for us, please?
That was a big bucket list thing for me, to be able to work on a Transformers movie. And I wanted a Prime dialogue, and I was like, yep, that's another bucket list. Like, Optimus Prime saying any line, I don't care what it is, I'll take it. Like, so, yeah. It was awesome. And I worked on it in Singapore at the building called the Sandcrawler, which looked like a giant glass sandcrawler. Brand new. The elevators like right out of the Death Star. And it was just a geek fest from start to finish, animating Optimus Prime and walking into the Sandcrawler and going up the Death Star elevators every day. So, believe it or not, it was a lot of hard work too, and I spent a lot of long hours. And those Transformers are not easy to animate, but it was still a lot of fun. Oh, I got to animate Grimlock too, the Tyrannosaurus Autobot, who was the very first Transformers bot. So, so when I got the Grimlock scene, I had to tell everybody, I'm animating. So, there you go. But it was one of the most fun movies I worked on, even though it was directed by Michael Bay.
Like, for me, there was still something about those movies because I grew up with watching the first generation Transformers and had, I had Optimus Prime, my brother had Grimlock, and a host of other Transformers. And there's still something. When the first movie came out, we took our niece, who was less than 10 at the time, and went with some family friends who had also grown up with it. And it was still, well, like you said, just seeing Optimus Prime on the big screen again and hearing that voice just come at you through the speakers. And
oh yeah, and it's still right too. Like it's still the voice of Optimus, right? So
yeah,
they have that on the Transformer sound, that sound they can put in there. So yes. You gotta love that. One of the best sounds ever.
I would agree. Yeah. When you just heard that little back, it's like, yes, they have the sound.
They have the sound. I just wish they had given Starscream the Cobra Commander voice, but can't have everything.
We can't have everything, but.
But still, that was a big thing for me to be able to work on that movie. Yeah.
I imagine so. Sounds like it. Holy cow. I know I would love it. Like, no matter what, it's like, I got to work on it. A Transformers thing, check.
Yeah. Exactly.
So last question, what What projects are you working on now that you can speak of, if anything's not hush hush? What's something that you're working on now that we can expect to see from you in the near future?
Well, I'm currently like taking a break from movies right now. So what I'm working on a very complex commission painting of a beautiful bride as a beautiful witch, and I'm also working on my second album. So it's called Numbers Are a Witch, and yeah, so it's been a very witchy spring for me. That's what I'm working on right now. And I'm probably gonna get back to movies later this summer after, so because I'm talking with studios. So but right now it's nice to take a break.
Cool, excellent. Yeah, you got to give yourself time to work on your own projects. Have a life.
You do have to have a life because working in movies, I can tell you, you don't have a life. Like it's just it's nonstop. You get up, you go, you work on movies until night. You come back, and then rinse, repeat, 6-7 days of time. You need downtime.
Yeah.
If you want to have a decent lifespan.
Well, Vincent, thank you for taking time to talk with us today, and we look forward to seeing you at the convention.
Sure.
My name is Gregory Parks, and you have been watching ConLink.